What's up and welcome, guys, to One Oak Mentoring, the number one mentoring company service program of all times, man. I'm almost tired of telling y'all that. No, I'm not, man, because y'all already know, right? What's up, man? How y'all guys doing today, man? Hope y'all having a productive day, man. Hope y'all having a great day. Hope y'all having a grateful day, right? Today, man, we're just gonna be doing just a little teen tale thing, man. Just like I tell y'all, man, Teen Tales is just to kind of just like show y'all, like how I was as a teenager and, certain things I did, kind of like to relate to y'all, man. Y'all know I'm a counselor, so I hadn't always been, what people consider, perfect, Anyway, man, the name of this story is A Sweet Ending, right? All right. Okay, so when I was in high school, of course, some of y'all probably know, man, I had a job at Taco Bell, right? But I think I was around like 16 or something like that. And I had a homeboy named Joseph, right? Well, I still got a homeboy. I had talked to him a while, but that's still my homeboy. I had a homeboy named Joseph, man. We had knew each other since, we knew each other maybe since like second grade, but we've been friends since the fourth grade, right? And so around this time, I think I want to say we're in the 10th grade at this time. Yeah, I think we're in the 10th grade. So a little backstory on Joe, you know what I'm saying, man? Joe has like been a football player all his life, always been like it's a big, strong, like ripped dude, like no fat, just like a real, just big, strong dude, like all his life. He's always been like a bigger kid, right? So he was always like bigger than kids. I always had like when he was younger, it was like more of an aggressive personality, but I knew him so long, like, you know what I'm saying? So we just became friends, right? So at school, you know what I'm saying, like he wasn't a bully or nothing like that, but he's like kind of to himself. He's cool, like, you know what I'm saying, but mostly like a no nonsense guy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, know he's strong. I think he probably like beat up one of the strongest people in school, like his freshman year or something. He was a real big strong dude there, and he beat him up, so he already had that reputation just for being strong, right? But I just knew him on a different level because, we had been cool for so long, right? So me and Joe actually worked at Taco Bell together, right? I got him the job at Taco Bell, and my cousin Tariba got me the job at Taco Bell. So shout out to Tariba, shout out Joe, right? So now, when I used to work at Taco Bell, man, I used to do a lot of things, man, that wasn't, I guess, there wasn't like the attributes of a good employee, right? So like when me and Joe would be at work, like we'd just be, man, you know how teenagers are, man. They like to get in there and wrestle and stuff, be like wrestling, horse playing and stuff like that, man. So me and Joe, we used to just be at work, just like horse playing, like just doing all kind of crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just for the heck of it, right? This one time, like literally at work. Now y'all would never do this, just to show y'all how our mindset was at that time. I remember like me and Joe would do this game. We would like stand on top of the counter, right? And we would try to see who could make it around the whole dining room without touching the ground. So we'd be like on the counter, jumping on this table, jumping on that table. Like, yeah, I know, right? Sounds crazy, right? So that'd be like the type of stuff that me and him would just be doing at work. And then, just like I said, like he's strong and, and we friends. So, you like that, sometimes you might get into like a wrestle. I'll get struggling, like doing all that. And, now I ain't gonna lie, the dude was strong, you know what I'm saying? So I'd probably say if we probably wrestled 10 times, I might have got him maybe like three and a half, 4 times, like, but for the most part, man, dude's a football player. But, but it was always like a playful type thing. We known each other since we were like real little kids. So we would just always horseplay, right? So this particular day at work, and like I said, I was being an employee that I am, like, so I'm over on the drive-through, and like I think like Joe like maybe washing dishes or something, right? So I was like getting ice out the ice machine, and I throw it over there. Like some of them hit him and some of them didn't, right? So then like I don't know, he started throwing something back, like, you know what I mean? So eventually what happened is, like, I don't know if y'all guys well, do you know what a squirt ball is? You put the sauce in like one of those big squirt balls, you squirt them, you know what I mean? So I don't know how we even got to this, but like we started like squirting like quesadilla sauce at each other, right? Not all throughout the day, but when certain managers would turn their back, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, where that come from? I don't know, right? So we would be doing stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just playing around, being real silly. You know, being real silly guys, right? You know, so oh yeah, and this one time, me and Joe was wrestling, right? So me and him was wrestling, and if you ever seen like those movies, like an old Western movie where a guy getting beat up and he like got a guy by his shirt, but he like dragging him on the bar, like, you know, like that right there, like knocking everything over. That's how me and him was wrestling one day, and I mean, literally, I'm on top of the counter at work, and you know, he like, you know, we doing all kind of stuff like that. But anyway, I just thought I'd just throw that in there. But anyway, so, you know, so we squirting the quesadilla bottles and this and that. So, you know, on this one particular order, right, I'm done taking the order. I turn my head, right, and Joe there, man, he got the drop on me, right? He had this this quesadilla sauce. This is a squirt bottle with quesadilla sauce. Now, if y'all done been to Taco Bell, I don't know if they even still use this quesadilla sauce or stuff, but it's the sauce they put on the quesadillas, man. Real good, by the way. But I remember, man, I turned around and Joe was just right there, man. It was like he just, you know, he was about to rob me. He just had it. And then he just squeezed it, right? But when he squeezed it, the accuracy he had, it went like directly like into my nostril, right? I know, right? So if anybody has had anything run up your nose, like a gnat or something like go up your nose, you know, your first instinct is just to like blow everything out, right? So when he hit me with it, right in my nose, like I just felt this crazy, funny feeling, man, uncomfortableness, right? So I just like blew everything out. I mean, everything, man. It wasn't just quesadilla sauce, man. It was mucus, like, oh, ugh. It was just nasty, right? But, so, now while this happened, I'm blowing my nose. I'm just like, you know, I'm caught off guard, right? But now I'm realizing what's happening. All right, this dude done squirted quesadilla sauce in my nose. And I look up at him, and you ever seen anybody like laughing so hard, they just like lose control of their body? And he's looking at me and he's like crying, laughing. Like he can't even hold his body up. He just like, you know, just like dying and crying, laughing, right? So, you know, man, so I get all, you know, I get cleaned up. You know, I didn't walk around with like snot all over me. You know, I got some type of decency, right? So, you know, I clean the snot up and stuff. And so, you know, now Joe is on alert all day now, right? Because he know, man, he done took it to a different level, right? You know, and so now Joe, he's very aware now. Now the rest of the shift, he's laughing, like, you know, he's laughing, but he's aware, like he's trying to figure out like, what is Sean gonna do? You know, so he's already on his P's and Q's, right? So, you know, so he'll come up to me, he pat me in the back, hey man, you all right, man? You all right? Like laughing and stuff about it, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you my mentality, right? So I know I'm not faster than him, and I know I'm not stronger than him, right? But when it comes to being conniving and sneaky, I'm one of the best, right? So just like I say all throughout the night, you know, man, he's coming over there, he's laughing about it. But you know, the more it went on, you know, he kind of like stopped laughing and stuff. But he was kind of on cue. Like if he, you know, if he even like felt the shadow walk behind him, hey. Oh, okay. Or if he see me, like he always had his eyes on me, like he don't never let me get too close. Like, all right, man, you know. So I'm thinking like, man, I cannot go home with this on my heart, man. I got to get some get back, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have nobody just laughing at me like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, what am I going to do to this guy, right? Because whatever I do to him, he's going to try to do it like back to me, right? So I'm plotting. But while I'm plotting, you know, I'm just acting like, you know, I done kind of forgot about it. So, you know, I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, man, you know, oh yeah, man, the game come on tonight. Yeah. Yeah, man, Kobe, yeah. Kobe a wild boy, you know what I'm saying? This is back in the Kobe days. Of course, y'all know I'm old, right? So yeah, man, back in the Kobe days. Oh yeah, man, what you wearing to school tomorrow, man? Oh yeah, man, teacher, yeah, that teacher be true. You know, making small talk, you know, kind of trying to ease the situation and make it seem like the situation is easing, right? So, you know, now here's the thing, right? I think I was scheduled to get off at 10 that day, right? And I think Joe probably had to close maybe like 11:30 or something like that, right? So, you know, it's almost my time to get off. So, you know, I'm about to get off roll. You know, I'm like, okay, man, all right, y'all, you know, I done cleaning the lobby, you know, wiping down all that stuff, man. You know, all that employee type stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cleaning up, you know, and stuff. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, what I'm gonna do to this dude, man? I gotta get him back tonight. I can't go home and sleep on him, man. You know, it hasn't happened today, right? So I'm thinking, like, okay, all right, I'm about to get off, right? He still got to be here at work, right? So I got to do something to him, right? Right before I get off work, so I can just leave, right? So it ain't no kind of get back that he can get, right? So, you know, I'm still, you know, I'm cleaning, but I'm in hard thought, like, what I'm gonna do to this dude? So I started thinking about, we had, if you ever been to Taco Bell, there's this thing called Cinnamon Twists back in the day. I don't know if they still got them, right? But we used to have these, like, big buckets of cinnamon, right? It's like straight cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, I'm like, bingo, right? Cinnamon, right? So I'm thinking in my mind, okay, all right, I got it, right? I know what I'm gonna do to him, right? So it's like 9:57, 9:58. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm still doing my small talk, man. All right, man, y'all, you know, I'm about to get ready to clock out, you know. All right, so I went ahead and clocked out, right? It was probably about a couple minutes till the time, you know. But I don't think Joe knew that I had clocked out already. You know, I guess he thought I was just, you know. So, you know, he was kind of on his P's and Q's, you know. But, you know, when I clocked out, well, yeah, I clocked out, but, you know, I act like I was gone, you know what I mean? So all right, man, I'm gone, you know. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he had forgot about it too, which if he knew me, he should have been way more aware. But he was just like, okay, all right, man, you know, all right, Sean, man, you know, I'll holler at you tomorrow. So, you know, bingo, guard let down, right? So, man, I get like a, maybe, well, all places have medium, small, large cups, right? So I got like a large cup, right? Filled it up with cinnamon all the way to the top, right? Now, Joe, he was on the line, you know. So he's on the line, you know, he making the tacos, you know, they coming down, right? So, you know, so he's mostly looking at this direction. He's on the line making the tacos, so he's looking at this direction. You know, the screen is up here, so, you know, he making the tacos, right? He think I'm gone, right? So I was like, all right, man. So then I got another cup of water, right? So, man, I snuck up behind him. Why are you making an order, right? 2-piece. Water, cinnamon. Take off. Right. But when I take off, I kind of like glance back, and it's like he had so much cinnamon all over like the top of him, right? It was like his whole, everything was covered. Like it was just straight cinnamon all on him. And I remember he opened his eyes, and it was like, that's the only thing that you can just kind of see was just like the slits in his eyes, because everything else was just like with like cinnamon on it, right? And like he couldn't really chase me outside because he was still on the clock. You know, I was already clocked out. You know, I was great. Man, I felt so accomplished when I did that to him. Like I don't know why, man. Cause just because I stuck with it. You know what I mean? So the next day, at school, you know, Joe comes in, and you know, Joe got his hair cut like low now. Now he was growing his hair out, so he had like kind of a fro, right? So now he's got his hair cut like low. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, man, I was at home, man. I couldn't get that stuff out of my hair. I had to cut my hair off, man. I'm just up there just laughing, man, like, oh man, this is funny. But the thing about Joe is, man, me and him were just such good friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though a lot of people like, you know, found him like aggressive or like kind of like, you know, like standoffish, like, you know, you don't want to mess with Joe. You know, man, he took it real well, man. He wasn't mad or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I probably wasn't as cool with him as I was, or we hadn't grew up, or just if anybody else had done that to Joe, I probably think that'd probably be in intensive care, probably to this day, man. Okay, man. That's One Oak, man. That's another Teen Tales. The moral of this story is, man, y'all don't be at work, man, doing all kind of crazy stuff like that. Value your job. Don't be up there acting crazy, man. If they give you an opportunity to work, do the right thing, man. So it's One Oak, man. Y'all have a great day.